Hi, Generals. Welcome back from a wonderful, restful weekend. This week, we are looking inside of the English classroom and looking deeply in inference. But we're also going to take a little time today to talk about prediction as well. If you have access to the notebook file, remember to pause the video along with going back to the notebook file and finishing the questions and answers. If you do not have access to the notebook file, then you will just pause the video when needed. Let's get started on our reading skills. First, let's look at predictions. We're going to look at the 4 P's of prediction. Pause the video each time to write down the information about the predictions, or go back to the notebook file and look at the 4 P's of prediction. First is prior knowledge. Second is patterns in text. Third is pictures. And last is proving. These 4 elements help us predict what an author is going to say, as well as understand what the author is saying. Prior knowledge means connecting to our prior understanding that the author is talking about. Patterns in text means a certain way that the author is continuing to explain in a certain pattern. Pictures are a great way to look and help make a prediction, as well as looking at the text for answers or proving with text. Predictions can be proven or disproven as you continue to read a text. Let's start with this little passage from The Carvers, A Legend from the Yucatan by Alex Whitney. Pause the video and go back to the notebook file, or read the actual text and then make a prediction. Again, good readers always make a prediction while they're reading a text. Predict what you think Apu and Ko's ornament will look like. Again, unpause the video when you're done reading and making your prediction. Okay, let's look at the conclusion. Before you actually look at the conclusion, think about what you said and see if you were right. Okay, now read the text and unpause the video when you're done reading. Great job if you actually made the correct prediction. Don't worry if you didn't, we're going to have a lot of time practicing. Hey, now let's talk about inferences. A reader makes an inference when they use information from the text plus their prior knowledge to make personal meaning from something they read. Let's do a few practices with making an inference by looking at several pictures. What do we know to be true about these images, and what can we infer? Pause the video until you have a great discussion with your partner and then with the entire class about what you can infer about this image. Again, those of you who have the notebook file, you can go and do the remaining pictures, pausing and actually talking with each other each picture. Okay, now look at this image and what can we infer? Again, pause the video until you've had a partner discussion and then a discussion as a class. Okay, here's our last picture. Again, what do we know to be true about these images? What can we infer? Again, first talk with a partner and then talk as a whole class. Unpause the video when you are done. Okay, now our final work. How I Write an Article, I Think, by Donald Murray. Here's an excerpt from his article, and then we're going to look and try and answer this question. At the end, I cut and shape to erase myself so the reader will see what is written, not who is writing. Why does Murray complete this last step? Again, read the entire excerpt from the passage and see if you can infer why Murray completes this last step. Then you will go to the notebook file and erase for the answer, or for those of you who are watching by video, we will unpause and reveal the answer. Okay. Good job if you said to let his ideas speak for themselves. Excuse me. Well, great job today, Generables. We like to thank the Smart Exchange for bringing us, for allowing us to use this lesson, and I adapted it slightly to help us understand predicting and inferences. Look forward to talking to you again tomorrow.